What AIDS is and why it is a pandemic. Acquired immune deficiency syndrome, also known as human immune deficiency virus, is a disease transmitted through blood and bodily fluids and attacks white blood cells and the immune system. It is found in humans and can be fatal. AIDS is a problem throughout the world and is present to this day. The virus began in the late 1800s with a similar disease known as the simian immune deficiency virus, which was found in monkeys and apes and later transferred to chimpanzees when they ate other monkeys. Then transferred to hunters in Africa when they became infected by the chimpanzees. The first pandemic started in the Dominican Republic of Congo in the 1920s and moved throughout the world from there, coming to the US in the 1970s, although it was not discovered until 1981. It was briefly referred to as the gay plague because it was thought that only male homosexuals could contract it. As more research was collected, it became known as AIDS. AIDS affects not only its hosts, but their families and communities as well. In many underdeveloped countries, AIDS is the second largest cause of death. It is also very expensive to treat. The infection rate is greatest among people in their productive years and can influence how they work. The disease also leaves children in third world countries homeless. AIDS can infect anyone between the ages of 15 and 60, and it can be caused by those who have multiple sexual partners, share needles, had an infected mother in utero or as an infant, or have other sexually transmitted diseases or blood transfer before 1985. Some symptoms of AIDS include headaches and nausea, fevers, rashes, and spotting. Signs appear within the first 6 weeks of contraction and last for about a month, although the disease stays with you throughout your lifetime. What you can do if you have AIDS: you can find a doctor who specializes in HIV or AIDS, keep up on your immunizations, stop having intercourse, avoid all non-prescription drugs, and wash hands and sanitize often. There is also antiviral therapy known as ART, which specializes in helping those with AIDS and HIV. What's a pandemic? A pandemic is a disease that affects many people in large landmass. Some examples of pandemics were the bubonic plague, which lasted from 1347 to 1351, influenza, which is a recurring disease, and COVID-19, which lasted between 2019 and is still present. Why AIDS would be considered a pandemic? It is an infectious disease that affects people around the world. It gives flu-like symptoms such as rashes and fevers. It can be spread from person to person. It has a large effect on civilization in the current world, and it shortens your lifespan by about 13 to 20 years. Why AIDS might not be considered a pandemic? It does not kill you directly. It only weakens your immune system so that other infections such as pneumonia or the common cold can be fatal. And if you do not have any other infections, then it only shortens your lifespan by about a year or two. AIDS is found all over the world and has the largest impact in the sub-Saharan Africa, and the least in Argentina, where HIV was eliminated early on. Australia and New Zealand also have very few reported cases. How we can reduce AIDS outbreaks. We can raise awareness, not share needles, reduce drug and sexual abuse and promiscuity, take tests annually, and understand our personal risk and what causes them. You can learn more about AIDS and HIV and how to stop them in the video I posted above by Dr. Anthony S. Fauci. When will it ever end? There's still no cure for AIDS or HIV. However, there are programs such as UNAIDS, also known as United Nations Program on AIDS and HIV, and the World Health Organization, who are working to eliminate and make more treatments available for AIDS. And there are medicines like Dovato, which was recently approved by the FDA. In conclusion, I believe that AIDS is not only a pandemic, but a problem for thousands to this day. It meets the literal definition of being a pandemic, and the disease spreads all over the world. AIDS can be fatal to those who have it and harmful for their communities as well. Above are all the references and websites I used to create this video. Thank you for watching.